Joy, joy, joy.
Joy Luck Club, come join us at the Joy Luck Club. Joy Luck Club, Joy Luck Club, come take a load off at the Joy Luck Club.
Hello. Hey, welcome to the second season of our podcast. I know it's been a while, guys. We took a long, what do you call that? Hiatus?
Hiatus.
Hernia. Because we had COVID,
And Jerry was in prison for 8 months.
So we needed to take a break.
It wasn't my fault.
So we had to take a break. So, well, welcome back, guys. Welcome back.
Yeah. So it's a consensus that we're going to talk about something that is, I think, universal, but then again, every culture has their own take.
Yep, there is.
And today's topic is
Courtship.
Yep.
Well, this time, we will have a different take because, this is mostly Filipino courtship, but we might have a different take with Jerry. I don't know how it's in Japan. It's always unique there. So, but we'll talk about that later, Jerry. Just think about it. But by the way, before we say anything, let's introduce ourselves again because our
to recap
1,000. No, I'm just joking. It's just maybe 10 followers.
No. 29 followers.
29 followers.
Maybe 24.
Might have forgotten our names. I'll start. This is Dino. Good-looking guy in this group. Okay.
Yes. This is Warren.
And I'm Jerry.
And this is Vion.
Okay. Well.
And we are the Choila Club boys. The Choi Boys.
All right, we'll start. We're starting. Well, Warren, you start.
I just want to acknowledge that, we're missing a couple of guys here.
We're missing
DVD's here.
Yeah.
That's not here,
But eventually he'll be here. He usually is the one that asks a lot of questions.
yes.
Yeah.
So, all right.
Courtship. Yeah. So since time immemorial, I think the first step towards procreation is finding a partner and getting that partner to agree with you. So that's the hard part. No pun intended.
But the thing is, I got a question for you guys. A lot of guys doesn't admit this, but what's the first thing that actually attracts you to someone?
The booty.
Okay. How about you, Jerry?
Or are we talking about on the first side or after you?
What would make you? Oh, I want to court this girl.
I think for me, initially, is hair.
Oh. I don't know where that's going.
No, that is actually apropos since Will Smith, the whole thing is there. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
So
how about you, Warren?
Me, it's not trying to be funny, but it's easy access. Whoever is open to whatever I want, you're in.
Oh, you're in.
Yes.
That's it. Oh.
I have very. I don't know how to put this delicately, but I have a very low standard. Why? I should say wide range of women that I would. You know what I mean?
Okay. So easy access for you.
Yeah.
Okay. For me, it's I'm gonna be honest. It's boobs. It's booby for me. In the beginning, though, it was kind of the booby, but later in life, it became the booty.
Yeah, mine's always been the booty.
It was booby first, and then it became booty.
Wait, are we talking about courtship or how to objectify women?
No. Because as I've said, not a lot of men actually
Oh, so you want
admits it.
I think you want us to be candid about what attracts us to women.
And then you get to know them. You know, if they're a nice person, oh, that's a plus. Bad person, go away. You know,
How big a factor is personal hygiene?
Oh, big for me at least.
Me too.
I like
That's
that's the 2 feet determination. It's like if you come to somebody within 2 feet and you then
That's your range.
2 feet. Wow. 2 feet. That's it. Okay.
I mean, sometimes if it's more than that, maybe it's somebody else. Unless there's somebody, there's nobody around.
I know.
No, it is a big turn off. I mean, if you can.
I'm into dirty girls, so
No, I'm not trying to degrade something, but it is. Hygiene is a big thing for me too. Actually, is it for you?
honestly, of course.
Yeah, it is. It is a big deal.
Yeah.
I mean, I dated. Oh my God, are we going to this? I dated someone.
Be careful.
Yeah.
This is
No, this was a long time ago, though. A long time, like I would say.
2 weeks ago.
No, but maybe 20 years ago. Oh my God, it was horrible. But anyway, I'm not going to go into detail.
You
today.
don't want to. You don't want to date.
Yeah, I'm not going to go into detail. But anyway, okay, that's what attracts you. So, hence, the courtship starts whenever you...
I like the way you're doing this. You're breaking down
that's like
you're breaking down the dynamics of
Yep.
attraction.
And then you get attracted to someone, and then, okay, let the courtship start.
Yeah.
So,
how do we define courtship? How would you define courtship?
well, pretty much, I don't know. But, well, I mean, official definition, I don't know.
Well, not exactly.
I'm not a Webster.
Not exactly the Merriam-Webster.
Not a Webster.
I'm not a Webster.
it's a process of that you will go through if you want to get laid.
Well, that's the first. I guess that's part of the deal.
That's the primal.
I think
that's
that's
the primal.
Yeah.
I think that's the super Cliff Note version of it. But
Yeah.
yeah.
Okay. I have one more. Okay.
Go ahead.
No, because I guess my question to you guys is how big is
I'm not telling you how big it is. Am I giving information?
Physical contact with you guys, with the relationship. Is it important to you or not? To build a relationship. I know we're jumping into this, but
I mean, as a guy, it's always.
yeah, I
mean,
agree.
No,
You know.
I mean we
get
biologically
close to
we are primed to fuck. I mean no excuses.
Yeah.
But for me though, it's a process for me. If I don't, this is just me, okay, personal opinion and based on my experience. If we don't do anything, I won't get close to you. But it's like my way of opening up to you. If we get physical,
I mean, I guess
then I get more comfortable with you. Then I open up. You know, that's
that actually I want to I want
I know I'm jumping.
elaborate
We should start,
no I want to elaborate on what you said because I was listening to a podcast. I don't know if you guys have heard of Andrew Schultz.
Yes.
So he was talking about post-nut syndrome. You know what that is?
no, but
So you're I'm trying to put this as delicately as I can. So you're in the act, right?
yeah. Yeah.
And then after you nut, that's the determination whether you really are into the chick or not. Because if you're not, all you wanted for her to do is put her clothes back on and just leave.
And actually, the post is a critical time too. If you're gonna, spoon or you're gonna sting. I don't know, or you're gonna
Spoon? Do you
No, what I mean is, like, if you sit there and not sit there, like, lay there, and then, you're still close to each other.
Talk
and
about
then
the
you talk
stars.
about, talk about whatever.
Yeah.
That is
Talk about if you
bonding
wanna do it
time.
again.
Really, no, I'm serious, because you're both naked. You're both, what do you call this?
Vulnerable.
Vulnerable.
Yeah.
And that's where you honestly, sometimes that's when you talk about things that you really never talked about before.
Like, how do you spell chlamydia? You know what I mean?
Yeah. Like, what would you do if you find out that I gave you a disease?
Yeah. Oh no, not that. But yeah. Okay. Rewind. Courtship. But I know I jumped into that. But that's
No,
a big
I mean
thing.
it's not.
No,
really.
because Jerry said to get laid. But I kind of understand what he's saying. Yeah, we get laid, but that's kind of the part of the process of getting close to someone, building a good relationship.
Well, let's not sugarcoat it. Courtship, the end game of
The end
courtship
game
is fun.
is-
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. But
Yeah.
I mean, if we're all guys here, but if women listens to this, they might have a different take.
That's
Or
why.
they
That's
do have
why
a
I
different
made
take.
it. I made. I'm not making light of it, but I just want to make it clear that we're not trying to objectify women, but as men,
This
we
is men's opinion. Yeah.
Our obviously our desires are determined by biology. So, like you want to romanticize it as much as you want, but at the end of the day, the question would be, I want to know if she's into doggy. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
No, it's like this National Geographic show I've seen about birds. Like they. Hey, I'm just saying. Oh, wait. No, I'm serious.
Do they drive?
No,
do they drive trucks?
That's an
Inside joke.
Inside joke. No. So I saw this episode. I know this is about courtship too, because we're talking about courtship. So let's talk about everything about courtship. So I saw this episode about a bird that they the reason. So this is just one species of bird.
Like a peacock. Let's say
No,
like a peacock.
this is like a small.
A hummingbird.
Just yeah.
No. So what they do is they
Or the swallow?
The male.
The plumage.
So the male bird, what he does is I can't remember the name of the bird, but anyway,
He dances.
he cleans the area first. He cleans it, like rocks, feathers or whatever. He will clean it up. Like it's like a dance
Ritual.
No. It's like he's preparing the area for him to dance. So it's like a.
That's a dino bird.
Yeah, that is a dino bird.
I think
No.
you want what you
Yeah.
wanted is staging.
Yeah, so it has to be clean. It has to be prepped, and then when this female bird comes, it will be on top, like on a branch, and then he'll start his dance. He'll start like he'll flap his wings up, like a peacock, kind of sort of. But this is a small bird, and if you actually look at his back, it's like a face, and then it changes colors. He intentionally dances, and I wish you could see what I'm doing right now.
What does he dance to?
And then he just jumps around, and then he just shows his back to the girl because it was the colorful part of the bird, and then it changes color, blue, red, and okay, that's kind of what it is, courtship wise, and then he cannot break. What do they call that? He cannot break.
Break character. Yeah.
He cannot, because it's like he's trying to hypnotize the female bird to attract, and then once he gets closer and closer, because if he fails, the female bird just
Flies away.
Yeah.
So you have to constantly get her
he
attention.
cannot break character. So he starts with that until they get close. Eventually, I kid you not, as soon as they get close, they start, like kiss. I don't know what kissing is with them, but
Pecking.
they do. Yeah, they're pecking.
Beat to beat.
They're
Yeah.
pecking.
And
They're
then they do
pecking.
the act.
Yeah, they're pecking.
Then they do the act. But the thing with this bird is once they do that, they don't separate. They're like partners for
Lock
life.
together?
Yeah, they are partners
No,
for
wait.
life.
Part as in committed to each other.
Yes, they just see them together, pretty much making.
Or? Oh, I
babies.
thought they were locked. I mean,
No.
Cloaca
They're
to
like
cloaca.
no.
So it's kind of like when you give somebody egg rolls. Yeah, come and get some.
Come and get some. Yeah.
well,
no,
what
so,
it boils down to is the male bird is showing his virility.
Correct.
Virility.
So
That's-
yeah. So in the Filipino culture, though, it's almost the same.
Yeah, let's talk about that.
It's very universal, but courtship.
Oh yeah, it's universal. Yeah, you're right.
Well, yeah. I mean, there's no point of comparison here because all of us are from the Philippines. So I guess from this point on, we're
No, but I mean, there's comparison because you're older than us. I mean, I grew up mostly here.
That's something that was totally unnecessary.
No. But I mean, you know, you've experienced that generally. I mean, you know, in the Philippines type deal. I mean, me, I pretty much grew up here. So the whole courtship of, you know, how Filipinos do it back home, it's, you know, I mean, I never experienced that.
I
Well,
guess
I think we can break it down. I think finer would be the word.
Yeah.
detail.
I
In
guess.
detail,
More
is-
refined?
Yeah. Filipinos or Filipinas, for that matter, they put a lot of value on chastity and purity and all that jazz. So the mere mention of sex is unto itself a taboo.
Yeah,
That's not.
it
It's
is.
I mean the initial steps of courtship. It's almost like sex would never happen.
Yeah, it takes a long time.
Yeah.
Yeah, it takes a long
You
time.
need a lot of patience.
That's why
Yeah.
most Filipinos, especially back in the day, I mean, they suffer from blue balls. I mean, I can only imagine, you know.
Yeah, it takes a long time.
But anyway, and I'm pretty sure there are cultures that are way more strict with how they do things. But in the Philippines, I mean, it's there's some pageantry and some rituals that they go.
So our listeners can have an idea. Do you have any specific, just one girl in mind, or it doesn't have to be specific, what you did specifically in the past when you were courting someone?
I never did.
Oh,
They courted him.
this guy is full of.
No, not that they come on to me. It's just like I never did.
You never did.
Yeah, I mean, I like my nephew said, I am older than all of you, but I was a Gen Xer, and back then in the 80s, that's when we started rebelling towards the traditional courtship.
Okay.
But my brother, who's Vion's parents, they went through the whole mediator thing. Like, do you know Christy from Village so and so? Oh, why? Because I want to start the whole courtship process, and they have a word for it, like tatapo.
Tatapo.
Well, in their part of the country, it's well, generally it's legal, right? Legal.
Legal.
So you have to ask permission.
Legal, yeah.
You can't just go up to a female and say,
Oh, yeah,
"Hey, what's up?" No,
Yeah.
you can't do that.
You have to go through the parents first.
Yeah.
You generally pretty much have to court their parents first.
Yeah.
Yep. And then you have to ask permission. Hey, can I? Not hey, can Mr. Whoever?
Yeah.
Can I court your daughter?
No, you can't. That's too upfront. You have to
Yeah.
find someone that is close to dad or
Oh,
the
really?
parents, like Mr. Jones. Why am I using Jones? Mr. Cruz. Mr. Cruz. There's this young lad named Dino. I was wondering if he can, visit your daughter one of these days. And then,
What do you call that? Bangka? No, it's not bangka.
A boat?
No. What do you call the person? The third party.
Your
Right.
friend.
No.
Or like what you got, the one who does the hookup.
Yeah.
There's a.
when you remember, look at what it
we
was.
will get.
Yeah.
There is a
There
word for
is a
that,
term,
but
there
I
is
mean, loosely translated, it's the mediator, I guess.
Yeah. But we call it something. Yeah.
And then that's not the second step after that. It's not even direct contact with chick, because you have to start chopping woods for family fetching water for them.
Oh yeah. Okay.
It's like
Namamanhikan.
Namamanhikan. Yeah.
Namamanhikan.
And then you just might be able to talk to the daughter.
Yeah.
No physical contact whatsoever.
This time of age, pamamanhikan is different. Like everything else is done, but the two pair are actually gonna get married. Then pamamanhikan happens.
You know what? I stand corrected. You are right. Manhikan is when you are ready to
Get married.
married.
That's right.
Yeah.
That's right.
And
the
then
pre-engagement.
and then
thing.
the family gets together, both sides, and they get to know each other, and then they make the plans and everything. All right. Well,
And then
yeah.
they fight to the death.
No. That's what the pamamanhikan is. That's as far as I know.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, I remember my dad telling me that, or my mom telling me that my dad always brought food
yeah.
to them. Well, not
So-
to the mom and dad, to my
The-
grandma and grandpa.
For me, the one that stands out really is when I was in high school. You know, I'm kind of a late bloomer. So, no, I'm serious. I didn't have my first girlfriend till I was like 16 years old, when I was in college. I never had any girlfriend or any even relationship with anyone, any girl.
But you had a boyfriend.
No.
though, right?
Nothing against Case, but no. But I really liked this girl back in second year high school. And just like you said, I didn't know what to do because I have no experience on it.
Yeah.
Like, the F am I going to do? So, you know, you buy little things. I mean, whatever you can afford from your...
baon.
From your everyday
Yeah.
baon.
This is
Or
allowance.
stipend or allowance. So you save it up just to buy something. But at that time, I wanted to be unique.
So you pretended your zipper's always broken. It came out. Sorry, it came out.
I really wanted to be unique so I can stand out. So I think I told you this story. So what one thing that I did besides, you know, buying flowers, buying gifts, that's normal, right? That's everybody. That's universal. So what I did was I compiled, you know, we have the tape.
Mixtape.
Mixtape,
Yeah.
So I compiled how many songs can cassette tape get in one side and another. I think it's 6 and 6, something like that. It depends on how long the
Or
thread
because
is.
there's
80,
there's a
120,
cartridge 60, there's a cartridge 90.
80,
Yeah.
It depends on the minutes.
Yeah.
The minutes of the cartridge.
So just in case millennials are listening,
Yeah.
there is such a thing
Yeah.
as a real tape.
yeah.
That's what we call the mixtape.
Yeah.
Mixtape.
Yep, makes
So
sense.
what I would do is I'll record all the love songs that would trigger her heart. I can't even remember what songs I put in there, and then I pair it up with the letter. So and then you said, "Dear."
Yes.
Okay, I'm gonna mention the name, Dear Shella. That was her name. If
Hi,
you're-
Shella.
Shella. She was my first, I'm pretty sure she's not listening. By the way, if you are, that's you.
If you are listening, Shella, you're locked out.
Yes, you definitely did.
So, you know, Dear Shella, so how are you? You know, and I'm trying to speak English in the letter, you know, but, you know.
Did you apologize for the broken zipper?
I don't know. But anyway, so you'll say something, you know, this past couple of weeks, this is how I feel for you. This next song will tell you how much I think about you and...
Hold on. When's our next vomit break?
I'm serious. And then, you know, I say a couple things, but go ahead and stop reading this and play and hit play.
No, let me stop you there. Hold on. That is uniquely Dino. That is not a reflection of Filipino culture. That is entirely
That's what I'm trying to say.
isolated
Yes.
case. If he was a bird, he is an unknown species.
That's what I'm trying to say. This is what, you know, what's a highlight of my courtship when I was in high school.
Did you? Did you use a Hello Kitty stationery?
No.
Did you spray perfume?
I did spray.
You sprayed Drakkar on the letter.
I did. So
I want to kill you so bad. I don't know why.
okay, and then the letter will say, "Please hit play and stop reading this for now and listen to the song." So I don't know if she actually did all what I asked her to do, but if she did, it would have been
justified murder right there. No.
It would have been a 2-hour experience because she has to listen to all those songs and my letter. So it's like you play I swear by the moon and the stars in the sky. Yeah, so that's what's gonna happen. And then I will say please stop after the first song. And so when you press stop.
Oh, so you did a storyline with the letter and the music.
Song, yeah.
That is pretty cool.
So
that is pretty cool.
So when she stops, see what did you understand what I said in that song?
So you let the song speak for you almost.
Yes.
And from what I heard from your story, that's how her grandmother died from laughing.
So obviously it didn't work.
Best segue in the world. I swear. No, didn't work.
It was like I think it was like 8 songs. I think it was 8 songs or 10. I can't remember. But I compiled. It was the 1990s. It was the 1990s. So
You could have used a CD.
Right.
no, there was no. Well, I was poor. I can't afford it. But anyway.
Was.
Take note.
Yes.
Even at his humblest. Ladies and gentlemen, let's all welcome Dino, the world's most humblest person.
Say, okay. So
how do you walk on water? I just want to know.
it's easy. No. So actually, it might have worked a little bit because okay. Following this, so we all graduated.
Yeah.
High school. So we were done. We had the prom, the senior and junior prom, and I was actually able to dance with her. I was like, shit. Okay. I was dancing with her. I was talking to her. Oh, I was shaking. I didn't know what to do. I was probably so pale. I don't know. But anyway,
Boner Town.
No. I'm going to tell you, I know nothing about sex at this time. No, nothing.
That's a lie.
No, I'm serious. I haven't kissed anyone ever, and I will tell you my first kiss in a little bit. So,
what's his name?
So the day after, I found out that her friends, they
were listening to.
No. Her friends and her got together again the night after the dance, and they did like a slumber party.
You didn't sneak in there. Did you?
No. So
You didn't dress up as a
So
woman.
one of my friends, that's her friend too, that's there, said, "Hey, she wants you to come over to and join us in the party." I was like, "Oh yes!" So excited.
The mediator.
Yeah,
Yeah,
the mediator.
yeah,
Yeah,
the
the
mediator.
mediator.
Tulay.
Yeah,
Tulay. That's the bridge.
The bridge.
Tulay.
Yeah.
So she was. I don't know, not a text. It's a call because I didn't text. It was a call. It was a phone call. It was actually a phone call
From a payphone?
Yeah. It's, "Hey Dino, we're doing this slumber party. Sheila actually wants you to be here."
Oh.
So I was like, "Yeah, Sheila, it worked. Whatever I did, it worked." So, but I have to commute. Okay, I have to commute. It's like in Sukat, and I'm in Bikutan. So 1, 2, 3, 3 rides. So you at least need what, 6 pesos at that time. I can't remember how the fare is, but anyway, you need money.
18 hours traffic.
No, you need money.
So by that time you
Okay,
got there,
so-
you're 17 years old.
No. So I got dressed up. I got dressed up, took a shower, everything, perfume, everything.
Perfume?
No,
Cologne?
Cologne.
Let's put this in context. By rides, what the distance Dino is trying to describe. It's like what Centerville to
So
Inglewood.
I rode a tricycle. So from Englewood.
You rode a tricycle from Inglewood.
Yeah. No. Reference distance from. Oh, this is not far though. Let's say from Kroger Englewood to
my house.
Good Samaritan Hospital.
Oh, okay. So that's about 20 minutes.
So that's the first ride.
Yeah, okay.
And then you ride a jeepney going to Sukat, which is about 30-minute drive.
Okay, so that's from Good Sam to Centerville.
And then you ride another jeepney to her house. Oh, no, to someone else's house.
And again, in context, by jeepney, it's a crowded, open van.
Okay.
You are tits to tits with the next person.
Much.
Yeah.
So it's like a 24-passenger vehicle.
Yeah, vehicle. Yeah.
That officially fits six people.
Yeah.
Yes.
But anyway, so I got so excited. But I needed money. So I asked my parents, I was like, hey, I really need to go to my friend's party. Well, I didn't tell them that, the girl I like, I just wanted to go. I was like, why? Well, nothing. I was just going to have a party. And they didn't give me money. So I never went.
What?
I was all dressed up, but I could not leave.
That is the fucking saddest thing you have ever told me. And we've been friends for 50 years.
And he cried at the bus stop.
No, I went back to my room and I cried.
Yeah, no, I mean, that's the saddest thing we've ever heard.
I was so depressed. I was like, this is my only chance to actually follow through what happened the prom night or whatever, to actually seal the deal. And I couldn't go.
Oh, I would cry too. Don't get me wrong, bro. I would too. It's
after that,
it's devastating.
It all fell apart. I never saw her again. So I know it was kind of depressing, but that's
was she real?
Yeah. Yeah, she was real. And so it never so okay, we graduated high school, so we're applying for college this time, right?
Yeah.
So I tried to investigate where she was applying.
By investigating, stop. Right. Come on, dude.
But I asked my friends, hey, where did she apply to college? So they said, oh, she went to La Salle. I said, yeah, we can't afford that.
Oh, you're dead.
Yeah. La Salle there is what
it's
here.
like Ivy League. Yeah.
It's freaking expensive.
Well, you're not paying for her tuition.
No.
You can't even afford the jeepney ride.
What I'm trying to say is, if I follow her there, I can't afford it. My family can't afford it.
First off, you had to pass the entrance exam for
La
Salle.
But you have to think about the tuition fee already, I mean, I was like, well, that's it. So I tried to make a case with my parents. I want to be a computer science major, and I want to go to La Salle.
They laughed at you.
No, they said, "You're kidding, right?" They're like,
so let me get this straight. I'm trying to understand what you just said. So, in essence, you want both of your parents to break their backs so you can follow this chick that you have a slim to none chance.
Yes. Well, I mean, in his defense, they should have just gave him money.
Yeah,
for him to go to the party.
Well, serves them right.
Exactly.
Their back should have been broken.
Yes.
So, I wanted to follow this girl. So I was like, I made that. I want to be comp-sci. I want to go to La Salle. They was like, are you kidding? I said, no, I wasn't kidding. I'm going to take the entrance exam. They were like, first off, you can't afford that.
You have to pay for the entrance exam?
No, I mean for the tuition if I pass.
Okay.
They already assume I'm going to pass.
yeah.
I don't know why. But
Oh,
anyway.
so humble, this
Yeah.
guy.
Even all together now, even at his humblest.
Anyway. So, and the second thing they said was like, you know you're going to be a nurse. Because my eldest brother is a nurse.
So they mandated you right off the
Yes.
bat.
That I'm going to be in the medical field.
You're gonna be a nurse.
Yes. That's a double whammy. And I got depressed again. God, I was like,
It's depressing.
it is depressing. I'm trying my hardest, dang it, to follow this girl. And there was some reason I cannot.
Well, they have a nursing program in the
I know, but
it's in
want-
Cavite.
But
It's
no,
from
no, no,
another
yeah,
location.
but they want me to go to UST.
Okay. Which is not
It's
again
not- it's not a bad
for
school.
clarity's sake. You University of Santo Tomas
Is the number one.
older than Harvard.
Yep.
And I mean, there's a lot of doctors here that
yeah.
came from there. Yeah.
Established in what 1611.
Yeah. The oldest. Yeah. The oldest pontifical university in the Philippines. So.
Yeah.
But yeah, so basically that's where it ended.
Yeah.
That's where I never saw her again.
And you never made a mixtape ever again.
Never made a.
You know what's weird though? UST in LaSalle is like UNC and Duke University in basketball.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
They will
Yes.
scratch, gouge each other's eyes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's like the you're.
Well,
you're on the
I mean,
side.
second to LaSalle Ateneo, I guess.
Yeah, I guess yeah. Those are the Ivy League. UST is for poor people like me.
Middle class.
Yeah.
Middle class.
Well, yeah.
Yeah.
But anyway, so that's
The smart ones that pass the entrance exam.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which I did. No, anyway.
Don't take this as blasphemy, but I think that's God's way of punishing you for this mixtape.
Okay, that was my way. Since we're talking about courtship, that was my courtship with Chela. I know it was like I think about it and I was like, how the heck did I think about the mixtape and the letter together?
But you know what?
You become creative.
You know what though? As much as I gave you shit about it being an isolated thing that you did, but it's a form of harana, which is serenade.
Yeah.
You serenaded using what's the band? All
for
for one.
One.
Oh, yeah.
I swear.
Yeah.
But that's
Or John Michael Montgomery.
at that time that was a modern version of
harana.
serenading
So
someone.
what is harana? Since you mentioned it, what is harana?
Serenade.
Serenading?
Yep. So you pretty much
You schedule it with
it's
shit.
either you or a gang of your friends go outside of the chick's house and then you start playing the guitar or whatever instrument, usually guitar, because that's the easiest.
And what do they
Yeah,
wear?
because pianos is heavy.
And
so.
they wear barong.
I mean,
Yeah, they do.
Well, olden days.
yeah, back
back in
then.
the day, they
Yeah.
will wear barong.
yeah.
And then they will sing, "Oh ilaw,
Kundiman.
Oh, ilaw.
sa gabing madilim."
Sa gabing madilim.
So, I know it's weird, but that's a song.
Yeah.
That's
No,
kind of
Now that we are this far from home, and now that we are in the age that we are in now,
It's amazing that we still remember
super
that.
romantic songs.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
it's like heavily romantic for me.
Yeah.
You know.
But yeah, I mean nowadays we just make fun of the song. Oh ila, oh ila, sa gabing mad, and then we make it about dirty things.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Always.
Utang la, utang la. But that is the olden day song. That's the Kodarana.
Yeah.
But what's that movie where they had a radio and then started
Say
playing?
anything.
Is that the movie?
With
Is it
John
the
Cusack.
John
Yeah.
Cusack.
Say anything. Yeah.
So that's kind of a modern Harana. Harana.
Harana.
I'm so American. Harana.
No, you gotta roll your R's, bro.
Harana.
Harana.
Yeah. So that's kind of a modern day Harana.
Yeah.
Yeah. Without
What was the
instruments.
song he played?
I can't remember. What was the song? I don't know. What song?
But the John Cusack song.
I don't know, but that's kind of a modern day.
Well, you can listeners can chime in and maybe they
Yes.
can win a free shirt. How's that?
Oh no!
Yeah.
So
Don't answer the question.
I will not answer the question. I'm moving on already. Actually, a more modern way a Filipino does it is karaoke. They will actually bring a speaker and a radio and play the song, and then they'll just sing.
Dude, I mean, every one of my friends, every single one of them know that I love karaoke, but
Yeah.
I would not go that
No,
route.
I've seen
With the
you know
help
what?
of Bruno Mars.
You know what? It's funny though that in our province in Laguna, my high, I've seen that done too. Before I came to the U.S., but I still
It's just, I love karaoke, but that's just
no.
weird.
They did it. They
Like,
did it.
You doing the mic tap? Excuse me, Kathy.
But the thing is, when you do that,
Because it's hard to put it in context when
Yeah,
it's
it is.
random.
It is. It is.
Yeah.
Yeah, you have to ask. Is it someone you have to schedule and ask permission?
yeah, I mean, because
Even
the
so-
neighbors will kill you. I mean, no, because you're gonna be loud, and they might be sleeping, and you have to. You'll hear, matulog ka na." You know, some of the neighbors will just get mad at you. And you
That's
say-
when you sing, I should probably go to bed.
But you know, if the girl likes you, so the sign that the girl likes you is they will actually open the window.
Yes.
And
So you're not even sure if the chick's in the house?
You're not even sure if that's their house.
So what hint would you get? What, after the 20th song? That window's still closed.
No, they know you're. Well, actually, they kind of don't know you're gonna do it because that's the whole point
Well,
of
that's
it.
the whole
Surprise,
point.
yeah,
It's
yeah.
That's the whole
testing
point.
you and your patience.
Because what's gonna happen is they're gonna hear it. It's like, what is that? Is that in front of our house? And then they'll mention your name. That is in front of our house. And then they'll be like, should we open the window? Should
No,
we-
not yet. Not yet.
Yeah,
Let
it's
him
like,
sing
it's
another
like,
song.
are we gonna acknowledge that guy? That's pretty much it. So if you open if the girl opened the window, it's like, dang, I have a chance. That's pretty much it. Yeah. But if you finish the song, let's say you prepared 3 songs, no window open, no light turned on, no door up,
And nothing gets thrown at you.
you're pretty much busted. Don't come back.
Unless you mistook the post office for their house.
Somebody else has.
No, but that's kind of your sign that if they open and then they make this like face like, "Aww."
Yeah,
Yeah, they're like, "Oh, so sweet of you." So that's your sign of okay. You
Yeah.
keep singing.
Yeah, and then until
And
they
in some
say,
instances, they drop their handkerchief.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and then they invite you in.
Yeah.
That's what. Okay, I'm successful.
And then you have an orgy with their parents. I think that's how it works.
yeah. I mean, they gotta test it out.
No. This is when you actually not meet the parents, but you sit down, talk to your parents, and then the parents will say, "So, what's your intention
Yeah.
with my daughter?"
Do you,
What kind of?
do you want the honest answer, or do you want an answer that would make you like me?
That's why you. That's why you remember the famous Jollibee. Says Jollibee. Sigurado ka bang sa Jollibee?
Yes,
The
yes, yes, yes,
commercial?
yes, yes,
Yeah,
yes.
the
I remember.
commercial.
Yeah.
So the guy was trying to court
Yeah.
the guy, and then the dad asked, "Were you taking my daughter?" And she said, "Sa Jollibee po." Sa Jollibee. Sigurado ka bang sa Jollibee? And then when they arrive to Jollibee, the parents are there.
Yeah.
So Filipino dads are cock blockers.
Yes.
Okay.
Pretty much.
okay.
See, that's the commercials before in Jollibee and about courtship. See, even commercials for fast food chain actually touch the topic of courtship.
Yeah.
So it's pretty big. See, all these
Which
ideas. in there.
the weird part is it's a Chinese-owned company. Jollibee is. Yeah.
But that's
Which it's a nice segue. Filipino Chinese do the kai xiao. This is this.
What's a
Hokkien
kai xiao?
They actually go through a matchmaking thing.
Yeah.
You know, because the whole point. I don't want to make us look bad, but it's all about making sure your money
Yes.
marries money.
Oh yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, that you have to you know.
So
Yeah.
how the way I'm understanding this?
And our family didn't go through that
No,
because
no,
my dad,
but-
I think, was a hippie. I'm not sure, but I think he was at some
No,
point
but
on acid.
The way I understand it though is it doesn't matter if you love each other, but if we have the money, the family marries to
Yeah.
the family because we have both money.
Yeah.
You'll be a good couple.
That's why. I mean, I would dare say this: a lot of true blue traditional Filipino Chinese marriages are almost loveless. Look at their marriage
Yeah.
picture. Their wedding pictures are just
Are horrible.
friggin'
Nobody's
sad.
smiling.
Yeah. Yeah, but they have money.
They
Yeah,
have money.
they marry in with the wealth pretty much.
Because they have. I don't know how the dowry. Like I said, I mean, my immediate family didn't go through that, but they have a dowry system where once you're married, you're hooked up. House, car, business.
It's like
Don't say it.
no in India. No. What's mixed?
Well, a lot of people.
a lot of cultures are
yeah.
fixed marriage. Yeah.
Yeah.
This is like we're just skimming the Hindu culture because we
Yeah.
know virtually nothing about it, but we do know that there. I mean, matchmaking is a big thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, and actually, I think correct me if I'm wrong. In India, actually, the girl actually has to present gifts to the guy.
I think the female's family has to pay the dowry.
because the guy is pretty much they're the ones that are well established.
'Cause I think the premise.
Is that right?
The premise is the reason you're paying. Any Indian listeners, off chance, I think the premise is the reason you're giving the guy's family dowry is after you get married. She is now your responsibility.
Oh yeah.
So you're taking her off her parents' hands. So she's your problem now. Basically, that's what I think.
Well, I think it's kind
And
of
listeners, you are more than welcome to
correct us.
Yes, yeah.
Because I think that it's because on the Filipino side, it's kind of the reverse. The guy needs to pretty much shower the girl's family with gifts.
Yeah.
Food.
In
whatever.
the Philippines, the V has the power.
Yes.
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 So pretty much, it's kind of reverse.
How about in Japanese culture?
Yeah, Japanese.
It is pretty parallel to what Philippines are. So it's always like.
So at what point does the octopus come in?
Yes.
I just want to know.
No, I mean, it's
I thought he was going to give me an answer. Well, upon the 7th day of the 7th month.
When does at what age does it get pixelated?
No, we apologize to Japanese listener. We're just
it's pretty much parallel. It's like Philippines. It's like patriarchal type of civilization. Like, man has the ultimate power between houses. So it's always like that. But compared to the Chinese, we that's actually a little bit shunned or like frowned upon.
what matchmaking is?
No, I mean like the dowry system or the parents of the
Whichever side.
like the female, like it's just like the value of masculinity is reflected if so you're the man of the house and you burden all the responsibilities to all financial and stuff, so
to provide.
yes.
So who gives who the dowry? Or there is no dowry involved?
As far as I know, there is none. So correct me if I'm wrong. That as far as I know, there's none. But it's like it's.
I'm sorry, that was perfect timing.
Yeah. So that was that.
Do you smell that? Smell racism in here.
I'm sorry.
So that was that. Like there's always the power is on the father or the husband side. So like the value of masculinity is very very
In high regard.
high regard. But with that speaking, like it's when I went to Japan that I like feel a little bit different because in Philippines it's always the guy who is the one who initiates. Right, like it's always the guy who starts the conversation. It's really seldom that the proclamation comes from the girl, right? Usually, it's always been the boy.
Always been the guy,
So,
yeah.
but in Japan, when I went to Japan, I like okay, like the girls over here has the courage, and they are the one. They could also propose. They're the one who asks, "Hey, can you go out with me?" That's how like different my mindset was.
That's it. I'm booking a trip.
Yeah.
Well, even over here in the United States.
Yeah.
I know that.
Yeah,
I know that.
but in Japan, like,
Come
like
get some.
Yeah, come get some.
Come get some.
so in Japan, I don't know if you heard about this. And during Valentine's Day, it is the girls who gives the guys chocolate in Valentine's Day.
Oh,
Wow.
we're in the wrong.
We're in the wrong country.
So, But
That's
yeah.
weird though. I'm sorry to cut you off, but it's amazing to me that you're saying that because every show that I watch, like, okay, I love anime. It's, I mean,
So you get your cultural lesson from animes.
wait, you will understand. Even in movies that relates to Japanese, it's hard for them to show emotions of love.
Yeah.
It's like they can't show. I'm sorry, this is just what I
Your
see
take,
in the
your take,
movies.
yeah.
Because I've never been there. But if you look at movies, anime, all that, they really it's hard for them to show emotions.
Anime reflects. They
Portions of it,
do
yeah.
reflect the culture.
well,
But I think this is a good time to take a break. We're gonna take a quick diarrhea break.
Okay.
No, I'm just kidding. We're gonna take a break.
All right.
Coffee break.
Coffee break.
Yep. Mhm. And we're back.
We're back.
Yeah, we're back. Wow.
Yes.
Well,
But
speaking of love,
Yeah.
we're gonna say "I love you" in our own languages. Let me start.
say it, Dino.
Mahal kita.
God, I feel dirty. Whining.
That's Chinese.
Yes.
愛してる
That's Japanese.
Give me some booty.
That's American.
That's American.
That's American prison talk.
By the way, before we went on a break, I was mentioning about the flat affect or non-show of emotion with the Japanese. From what I see from movies and anime, all that.
All they show is anger, dude.
Yeah, I know. Even if they're calm, something like that.
Because they talk from the
from the diaphragm. From the diaphragm.
Just like Joko said, diaphragm. Okay, yeah, Jerry.
Well, yeah. Speaking of that, in Japan culture, at least the one that I was shown into is like Japanese has. You could say it's, I don't know if it's good to say it has two faces. You know, we have this what you show to people and what you really feel. It's like it's called tatemai and honne. Honne is what you really feel, and tatemai is what you show. And it's really you know how Japanese are pretty not precise, but they don't want to waste things. So
Detailed,
efficient.
Efficient.
Yes.
What's the purpose of showing an emotion if it's not gonna be in your advantage? So that's where the tatemai or what you show people. If it will be productive for you to show you're strong, then you show you're strong. So that people will say, okay, he's reliable. And if you show your weakness, like you know, emotion is kind of a weak.
Yeah.
So you don't really want it.
So saving face
yeah.
in Japan is a big thing.
Yes, exactly. It's like so it's say like it doesn't mean it doesn't exist. It's like if you say something like if you like over here, I get my wife keep on telling me like I love you, and so like sometimes in what's happening here? Am I going to die or someone's gonna die?
Oh, because they're
Yeah,
showing
It's like
so much emotion.
yeah. So that's like it's more of like efficiency, like
Emotional damage.
Emotional damage.
if it is if your goal will be achieved by showing your emotion, so therefore don't go do it. Otherwise it's like
So you just have like always. I guess this is my take. That always has to have a
purpose.
clear end
A
game.
purpose.
A purpose. Yeah.
Yes. Yes.
Isn't that a dolphin? A porpoise?
A purpose.
A purpose.
Yeah.
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 Not to be mistaken for a tortoise.
Our purpose is a flipper.
But
Yeah.
that makes sense though. That makes sense.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
But that doesn't mean that that doesn't mean that we don't love, because that's like everybody else does,
Yeah,
and
yeah,
it
yeah.
hurts too. It's like it happens.
It's just. I mean, I think the difference is the methodology. I mean, everyone experiences love. I guess. I don't know.
I mean, every culture is different, but
yeah.
somehow similar too.
Yeah.
Well, there is a commonality, but
Yeah,
it's just
yeah.
that how you approach. But not to toot our own horn. I think. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I doubt if I am. Filipinos, by far, are the most romantic in at least Asia.
At least one of the most.
One of the most.
I think-
Yes.
yeah.
One of the most. I wouldn't say, because I'm sure every.
No, that's
But one of the most.
Yes.
no. You're playing it too safe.
No, I think it's.
No, they-
I mean, it's him being
At his
Humble.
at
humblest.
his humblest.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, okay. Let's narrow it down. The Southeast Asian
Yeah,
region.
yeah.
Yeah.
Or the Asian hemisphere, the Eastern hemisphere. I think the Filipinos, by far, the most romantic. I mean, clearly, with that fucking sad, tragic mixtape story
Yes.
alone,
Yeah.
should be a very solid argument that we are the most romantic.
Yeah.
I
I mean,
believe so.
I doubt if anyone will. I don't know.
It was my way.
Yeah.
So, but I wanted to stand out. That's what it is. I wanted to
Well,
be
you're
unique.
Well, I mean, yeah. And
Going back to the
you stood
bird.
out.
Yeah, you stand out.
Well,
Yeah.
it would have been easier if you just open your zipper and flip it out.
Yeah.
Hey there.
You said-
Hello.
But yeah, but courtship is it has a lot of meaning, to be honest. It's not just that. I mean, courtship is different for every person, but kind of similar to every culture and different also at the same time. So it's complicated.
So
It's really complicated.
So we discussed the why, we discussed the how,
Yeah.
we discussed the what.
Yeah.
I think the question, as in closing, is it worth doing? I mean,
I think so.
see,
I believe so. Yes.
I mean, yeah.
see, this
I
only
believe so.
amplifies my point that we are
Yeah.
like wooing women, or well, nowadays, whoever you're interested in,
Yeah.
wooing them is a pleasure and a challenge unto its own.
Yeah, because I hate to say it, it's like you feel fulfilled and rewarded with all your hardships, and you cherish it more.
So you
Like
you feel validated
correct.
from a mixtape.
Yes.
For first, I failed, so but I learned.
Yeah.
I didn't say my first kiss story, but it's okay. I'm not. That's for another episode.
Yeah. But it's amazing to do this again. It's
Yeah.
Oh,
it's
yeah.
fun. I've
Yeah.
always said it time and again that there was a meme I saw on Facebook that says not everyone has to do a podcast. I mean, this guy has like, clever memes, but that's probably the only one that I beg to differ from. It's because everyone has a story, you know, and everyone has a story that is worth listening to.
That's right.
I actually learn a lot from our podcast.
Yeah.
Because sometimes we don't talk about these things. Sometimes we just talk about
The biggest lesson that I learned from this is being friends with you is such a waste of time.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know.
and I get to know you guys more. See,
I mean, past couple of weeks, I've learned a lot about Dino. More things
In his humblest.
in his humblest.
We're not gonna tell that story publicly.
Maybe
one
No,
day.
well, okay. Just,
No,
just
that's what
for context, every time we yell out in his humblest, you have to hang around Dino to realize as to what the context is,
Yes.
or the ideology of where the phrase came from.
Yes.
You have to be my friend to understand.
You have to be around at least within 6 feet of Dino to know what it is about.
But anyway, that is courtship. I mean,
part of it. Yeah.
I mean, we can talk about it for days and days, but and I'm sure every culture has a different story.
No,
Every
wouldn't it
person
be
has a
fun
story.
to take a survey as to
Yeah, it
like,
would be.
hey, chica, this is how Filipinos do it. Mixed day, parana. Like, do you
Like,
feel
what did they do?
like? Do you? No, I want to know how they feel. Are you creeped out? Are you flattered? Are you
On the female side.
On the female
is it
side,
working?
Yes. I want to
Yeah.
hear what the female
Yeah.
side
Yeah.
is. So, is it a waste of time?
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know.
What's the moisture scale? You know what I mean?
You know what? Okay, just a little bit more.
Like
You know,
Sahara.
courtship actually is a way of, because sometimes the girl doesn't even notice you. The girl doesn't even like you. The girl doesn't even don't care for you. But in the process of courtship, they learn and they start feeling something for you.
Yeah.
That's the whole point too, because
Well,
everybody has a chance.
I don't want to sound cynical, but it's just in an ego feeding, a process of feeding an ego.
Yeah, but eventually,
Yeah.
see, the thing is, if you do courtship though, that's when they notice you. That's when they get to know you, and they'll be like, "Oh, this guy's actually not too bad."
Being noticed is the easy part. I mean, you can put kerosene on your head and light
but
your head on fire. You don't get noticed. I
but
guarantee
serious,
you.
But I'm serious though. But if you're ugly like me, I'm saying.
Oh, even in his humblest.
Like, I'm serious. Nobody would notice me, and if I don't do anything, as I've said, everyone has a shot. It's just how you take that shot.
I get it, because what you're saying is, like, if you just go on with your life doing everything you do in the normal thing, there will be no opportunity.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you have to create that opportunity.
You can't showcase anything other than that.
That's when courtship happens.
Yeah.
But no, I mean, some people are gifted with charisma.
Yeah, some
And
are.
Dino, even in his humblest. No, Dino, I mean, friends, listeners, Dino's one of them exceptions. You know?
Yeah, because he has egg rolls.
Spring rolls.
Yeah.
Yes.
You know, okay. One more segue here. You know, okay, what my college friends, there was 4 of us. I think we were in 4th year college, almost graduating in nursing, and we were just sitting around in USD. And this was actually a topic.
Courtship was?
No, about me.
Jesus! Oh my God! Hi, welcome to Dino Appreciation Day.
This is related to courtship.
No, it's related to you.
It is.
Well, okay.
Okay, so one of my friends said, and they all looked at me, all 3 of them looked at me. I was like, what is it about Dino?
I knew he was gonna say that. He went from ugly to what is it about Dino? With all due respect, man, what the fuck is wrong with you?
I'm gonna finish the story quick.
Okay, go ahead.
So they said, what is it about Dino? And then they said, he's not good looking.
Again.
No. This is what I said. He's not good looking. Oh, maybe he's cute.
Don't break character now.
That's it. No, I'm serious. This is true story.
I bet.
And he said, and I was just there listening to them. They were like, he's not that smart. But, he's graduating in nursing, so I guess he's a little bit smart. And then my third friend said, you know what it is? He's got great sex appeal.
This is the dude?
Yeah, this is the dude.
I think I know who he is.
That's what they said. Yeah. Oh, yeah. And they all said, yeah, it's the sex appeal.
Then what happened?
we had a pleasant segue and we had a well planned out closing. But somehow Dino came in driving a white van and abducted that closing and then turned it into about guess who? Dino and his sex appeal.
We can edit that. But anyway.
No. We're keeping that. This is gold.
But that is courtship in a nutshell, pretty much. Besides my story. You know why it's related to courtship? Because I don't have to try so hard. No,
Even at his humblest.
Anyway, that is courtship, ladies and gentlemen.
We talked about it earlier, to get a free shirt.
Oh yeah, what was
the John Cusack? Oh, what was he playing?
The song from the boombox. Say Anything.
Say Anything. What was the song? So
played in the jukebox or the
boombox.
Boombox.
Yeah, I don't think
jukebox is a little too heavy to put on your shoulder. John Cusack is not that strong. Plus, how do you put the money if the jukebox is on your shoulder?
Okay, that's it, folks.
So again. I'm Warren.
I'm Dino.
Of course.
This is Jerry.
This is Vion.
Thank you for
Thank
listening.
you.
Yeah, thank you.
And throw in topics that you want us to touch on. And thank you for listening. And again,
Season 2. Episode 1.
And there's more. We promise you there's more to come.
Yep, at least 8 episodes. All right.
At least.
Yeah.
All right.
All about
Okay.
Dino.
All about Dino.
The Chronicles of Dino.
Thank you.
Thank you, guys.
Thank you.